What's up, guys? DM here, and today I'm just going to be doing a bit of a quick one, because I felt like showing off a little kind of trick that you can use with your particularly small tanks or your light tanks, especially things like the Even 90 on Paris, if you're needing to spot things. Now, of course, you're going to want to go to the north flank here. I'm speeding up because it does take some time. I got my buddy Callo to give me a hand in the training room for this, just to make things a lot easier. And if you get the east spawn, the first place that you're going to want to go is either to this bush right here, which you're going to see right here. So of course Callo is he's gonna head back over to the other side so I can sort of demo this for you guys. Now this is one of the first spotting locations I used with the Even 90. There is another one, so we're gonna just wait until he goes unspotted. And just a second, there he goes. And now you're going to see him pop out right there. You're going to see him heading up the 2 line there. Now you'll be able to spot anyone coming from D2 or E or D3 all the way up around. So of course you do get light tanks trying to make this run all the way up the 8 line. Of course me getting spotted there is because I fired the gun. Don't worry about that, but you can spot anyone that's going up this line here. Of course they go into those bushes there, you can counter spot them. And if they go all the way up there, they actually cannot spot you. So I will actually go unspotted for KalloSaurus here. And you can see them coming all the way around. Now my back is sticking out a little bit here, so I will get spotted by Callo shortly. Not until he gets a bit closer though. Which is right as we get... So I'm still not spotted. And then up and over. There it is. So, as you can see, this bush right here, it may be tiny, but this one does give you a bit of extra camo. So this one you kind of want to use if you're wanting a decently wide view of mainly this location here. It's very good for this. It does help you spot this location here and people crossing this way. It is also effective against this spot here and these bushes here. It's not too bad against these ones or these ones. However, there is a better bush than even that for at least spotting people trying to cross. So, I'm just going to speed it up again because we do eventually move. Now, I'll also rotate myself a little bit so then I can do... I'm also showing Callo how to use this spot. So, he spotted me there because, well, my back was poking out and, yeah. That was the main thing there. So he's moving forward, testing out how close he has to get before he spots me. He doesn't see me until here, which is actually 68 meters. So just before proxy range, he spots me. And he's got about 458 view range now. This is not using a camo net on the Even 90. If I had a camo net, he would just not see me at all. And he gets a little bit cheeky there as well. So you can also use these bushes here. So with these ones, you can use your bigger light tanks. Of course, they are a bit further, so you do run the risk of being spotted by the opposing light tanks. Obviously, the best route to take is to go straight out this way and then come up like this. So then you're using the bushes as well to approach versus this spot here. And you'll be able to counter this bush here. You'll be able to spot people going along this way. You'll be able to, for the most part, spot this ridge here. You can spot people poking around this corner, but not quite as effectively as with this bush. It's a direct counter to this bush here and basically locks down this whole position here. Also, both will let you spot people going to these stairs, but you do get a slightly better angle with these, well, with this tiny one versus these bushes and these bushes here. Both of them are fairly equal when it comes to spotting people that go here, however. As well as both being alright for spotting people trying to go through these bushes here. So that's pretty much it. There's not a lot really that goes into it. I will also show you guys the other side for in case you get the other spawn. So if you get the west spawn, if I fast forward. So you can use this bush here, for example. You can use any of the ones next to me as well. If you knock down that tree, that can give you a bit more cover, but you do run the risk, of course, people seeing that bush being knocked, well, that tree being knocked down, and it is quite a distance to get here. So you may also be just as well off using these ones for the most part. However, these bushes here do not give you an angle to spot this camping location here, but they do give you a spot where you can see people crossing over this way into these bushes up here. And of course it counters this bush here as well as this one doing the same job for that bush. Other than that, you do have a couple other options. If you go all the way around behind this building, instead you can make your way to these ones, which does let you spot people coming out towards the the A-B lines, as well as spotting this location. It's not as good against this camping spot in the corner of the building, because you do have the trees there, which do add to the camo value of vehicles that are over there, so it's a bit more awkward there. It does counter the stairs fairly well using this bush here that I'm about to go into here. So these bushes, obviously if you actually angling them properly, you're fine. And of course it spots the middle reasonably well, spots up here. Just be wary that when another tank does get into here, this will not spot it, because of course you've got the large pile of rubble right here. It can somewhat spot over here as well at this building, so bear that in mind. And you almost get far enough that you can almost spot the artillery. If they're a bit if they're not cautious, then and the RT moves forward onto the A9 square there, then you might be able to spot them if they fire. So yeah, guys, that's a quick tutorial. I guess you could call it a tutorial on ideas for spotting on Paris. If you're trying to do those light tank missions, maybe these might come in handy. Or if you're just trying to 3-mark a light tank, or just do the spotting role, that's some ideas for you guys. Instead of going to the stereotypical spots such as here, 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 and here, then it gives you guys a bit more options, lets you guys figure out what you can do, at least as far as the north side goes. I'll also go over a little bit of the middle, but there's not a whole lot to go over there. So if you see here, myself and Kallo have moved into the middle here. You can get opportunities to use these trees here if you knock them down to spot. They're not that effective. Light tanks can also use these bushes around here. They're not great, and you do run the risk of getting blind fired. So let me zoom out a bit here, game. There we go. So keep that in mind, that these bushes are quite risky, especially if you get caught going to them by people on this corner here. However, if you do manage to get down to here, you have got a chance to move up to here, but that does get countered if people are here already. So bear that in mind as well. Other than that, you don't really have a lot up this end of the map at all. So guys, that's all from me for this one. Nice short one today. Hope you guys found this useful, and I'll catch you on the next one.